fingers on the wood grain, spinning like a top. Roach clip masterpieces ain't ever gonna stop. Epoxy dripping like candy, UV glowing bright. Shop therapy, feeling good every single night. Carving out my thoughts, smoke swirling in the air. Medicated mind, lost without a care. One of a kind wonders, perfect every line. Chill vibes on replay, laid back all the time.
Alright, y'all. I'm trying to get my chat pulled up here. Hit the wrong button. There we go. Alright. I didn't oversleep this morning. I figured I was gonna oversleep, but I didn't. I was up late doing some video work.
Treasures, each piece tells a tale. Swift cuts and curves, artistry prevails. Chiseled edges gleam, polished to a shine in the zone. Lost to the tick-tock of time. Fans hit that like, subscribers on the rise. Support the craftsman, see creation through my eyes. Therapeutic passion in every woodcut. Dreams turn to reality out this little hut.
Hey, good morning, Cedar. Yep, it's that time already, and I didn't oversleep today. Oh, but what's that mean? That means it is Friday. That's always a good thing, though, right? First song. Yeah. Oh, my Fridays get a little hairy anymore. And then my whole weekend's gonna be screwed up.
Grumpy at the lathe, carving futures in the grain. Epoxy dripping slick, he's the king of the mundane. Workshop therapy, wood chips in the air. Aliens nodded, said they'd pull up a chair.
Goodness.
But the vision stays clear. In the mist, ain't no pain we hold near. Chronic fate.
Whew, that's how it goes. Grandkids stayed the night last weekend, and they normally go every other weekend, but their weekends got switched around, and the wife wants them to where they stay when she gets her paycheck and miss, so she's pushing to get them back on their regular weekend, which would have them staying again this weekend, but they won't stay tonight. They won't stay until Saturday night. So that's going to put her stuck here all weekend, which sucks anymore. Because, yeah, the divorce crap's going through, and that's the way it is. That's the way it is. I'm sick and tired of her coming home and leaving, and that's what happens every week. So we're ripping the damn Band-Aid off and putting it back on, and I'm just tired of putting it back on.
Medicated bliss, hand steady making roach clips for this. Ride the high tide. Eyes red, but the vision stays clear.
But, you know, we're getting there. Hopefully the damn judge will get their shit together and give us a judgment quicker. You know, I don't understand why it's such a damn game and drug out process.
From mortals to cosmos, lathe got that shine. Epoxy glowing bright, crafting out of time. Reality's a fog, medicated bliss. Hand steady making roach clips for this.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you've been in here and heard me bawl about it, everything above and beyond, but you know, it's just, I don't want the divorce. I want her to stay, love her with all my heart, but you know, no. Just every weekend leaving and coming back, you know, it's helping me out because, you know, getting myself situated and getting back on a routine and stuff and getting used to depending on myself or whatnot. I need that, but at the same time, I don't know. I feel I'm getting cold to the situation, which I guess is a good thing. It means it's not as emotionally hard, but then at the same time, that means I'm emotionally starting to separate. I ain't ready for that because it's like once I shut that door's shut. Oh man. I wish she would come and kick the damn door open and say I'm here to stay. But oh well. Oh shit, y'all. Yeah, I was working on that extended clip yesterday, and that didn't work out for me. I'll work on it some more, but I don't think I'm gonna do it this morning. I gotta get that some more time in my head, I guess. I don't know. I need to put some resin in that one. Oh, shit. Oh, Path, where you at? Wake up, sir. I got a goodie box from him yesterday. I haven't opened it yet. I got court on the 13th. Her contempt. Wow. From your divorce 5 years later. I hope I don't have to deal with junk like that. And see, the kick in the ass is my whole situation. Is it's not like I'm gonna be able to get the divorce and be done and not have to deal with her no more. You know, that's not the issue. Yeah, we got grandkids and kids, and then she's gonna be my landlord. So it's like I'm stuck dealing with her. Ran off to Alaska. Wow. You did or she did? She run away and come back, or that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. I need to run away with my ex, take her with me, lock her up, and we live happily ever after in an igloo. Oh man. Guess she thought she was gonna get away from all the mess. That's crazy. Damn. Epoxy drips like a fiery stream. Polished wood gleams like an art. She didn't run away with the kids or nothing, did she? Hopefully there wasn't any involved. I don't know. I'm sorry to get in the middle of that. Right. Excuse me. gracious. Yeah, that's shitty there. Damn. We're trying to be civil here. That's I guess about the only good thing of the situation. Brought the dogs back 2 days later. Oh, brought the kid and the dog back, maybe. Goshly. No. Aliens in the mist dancing through the night. Eyes red rim, but the soul feels light. Join the fellowship, the tribe ignites. See, mine wasn't even an issue. My dog wasn't going nowhere. Hey, good morning, Jim. How you doing today? That was the whole situation with keeping the house here and keeping me in the house. You know, was keeping the one I can afford to rent. And then when it got to where it wasn't going to be a possibility, I said something about having to fix up a yard for the dog. And she said, well, why are you taking her? I kind of laughed. I said, what makes you think you're getting her? And that was going to be about our only fighting issue was a damn dog. She's mine. The dog's supposed to be hers, but she can't deal with her. Grains align like secrets that harden slow. Epoxy streams like rivers in a steady flow. She's one of them, how does Caesar put it? One of them leader dogs, pack leader. She wants to be the alpha dog of the house, and she always tries to show her dominance with the wife or the ex-wife. So it's like, yeah, no, she cannot have her. She'll end up getting bit. Oh, I did my first strong ink video. I dropped it last night before I went to bed. It's not as good as quality. Once I got through the video, I was like, oh, you dummy. I could have zoomed in and it would have been a much better build. But live and learn. I haven't done a long form in a minute, and I'm not used to recording through OBS like I am now, so. Well, in that situation, you learn what kind of a true person someone is. That's one. And it learns you as an individual that could possibly do it on your own. Glad she did when she did, right? Well, I mean, I'm slowly getting there, but I'm not getting there. I'm seeing the bullcrap that I've been going through for the past couple of years hard and heavy, but I've had my blinders on to it because I've been working so hard at trying to fix the situation, and sitting on the outside looking in, the kind of person I am, I'm reliving every conversation, every little squabble, everything that's been going on for the past few years, and I'm seeing all the signs that I was blind to at the time. And some of the squabbles and stuff that we got into almost seemed like they were fueled just to push me away, and it's like, damn. It sucks that you hate me that much. You didn't want to be with me that bad, but you couldn't use your big girl words and straight up communicate with me. You wanted to beat around the bush and kind of instigate bullcrap issues. But yeah, it's there. We getting on with it. I just hate the fact that I got let on for as long as I did and worked so hard. Well, I'm glad that I've changed myself. There's no doubts about that. That needed to happen, but the fact that I put up with so much bullshit in between doing so because she wasn't happy. Man, it is what it is, I guess. Paul, I don't see Paul. Paul in here? Talk chat, or live chat. Where am I at? Paul, oh shit, duh. I seen Cedar and I was looking for that game tag, that screen tag, Paul, forgot his whole name. But Cedar and Paul did not click and register together at the same time. Sorry about that. He's got a long name that comes in here in the morning, so. Well, I know that's you, but it didn't click on me. There's that other viewer that comes in. He's Paul something. I forgot his whole name. But he's got a longer tag, and it's Paul's in his tag. That's why I was saying I didn't see Paul, because it wasn't registering in my brain. It's too early. My brain wasn't braining. Oh, goodness gracious. Brandy Cedar, there you go. Well, I was grumpy. I'm grumpy either damn way around. Whether it's grumpy carbons or just grumpy in general. Alright, y'all. I don't think I'm gonna do too much lathe work this morning. It's probably just gonna be some damn babbling and some epoxy filling. I might get into some CA finishes over some of these once I get this one done. I gotta get those cleaned up. I seriously let me turn those off. That's gonna mess up my epoxy. I need to take these outside today and finish sanding them. I started sanding process on that one. It takes a minute to go over all that. And sanding, when I'm doing the hand sanding or using my Dremel or something, that's not the favorite thing. I don't mind sanding on the lathe, but the other stuff gets to me. Hey, good morning, Share Bear. Snow, shit. I wish. Well, I mean, we are warming up here. It's 71. It's 71 out here in the shop this morning. It's 60 outside, but and we have fire watch weather, they say. And of course, we're dry. Enhanced fire danger expected on Saturday. Critical fire weather conditions. Okay, we're gonna have critical fire weather conditions, but you watch every damn subdivision that they're building, they're gonna have a bonfire going and they're burning off all the trees. But we're in a fire watch.
Grumpy in the shop, lace spinning so fast. Coffee still hot, burning through this forecast. Ash on the counter, ashtray like a map. Morning joint lit, let the anger unwrap. Yeah, aliens
Oh,
come
man.
dead, grumpy, cosmos bound. Made in pain, but we stay off the ground. Hit like, hit subscribe. Just stick
Got my package that Old Path had put together for me with the blanks and all. Got that yesterday and went to walk to the mailbox and he says, "Oh nope, there's no mail." I looked at him and said, "Are you sure?" He says, "Yeah, there's just that box." I'm like, "Damn, okay." So they holding on to my sticker. They won't give me my sticker, Jen. They're holding it hostage. So Tim, have you done your dragon yet? Have you gotten a hold of any mica powders to play with it, or are you still trying to figure out which ones you want to get? It'll get here eventually. I'm just picking at you. And it might have got lost to the postal ghost, who knows? But we'll give it some time. I'm sure it'll show up. Medication's tight like a rocket in flight. Grumpy's whispers echo through the starlight. Aliens laughing a galactic tone, saying this should not be left alone. Grumpy's hands ain't there it is. I'll say I just had my hands on it. All right, that's a blue. That's a bright blue. That's a neutral powder, but glows blue. Carbon's crooked, but his heart's in tune. Aliens chilling by the glow of the moon. I have blue, green, yellow. That's about the basic glow colors that really glow good, though. Aliens chancing around the carving table. Grumpy's art is anything but stable. Wood spirits groaning, questioning life. This is what they call artisan strife. Grumpy's hands ain't got no plan. Aliens clap, it's out of hand. I mean, the neon pops, but Grumpy's chaos got surreal. That's purple. Aliens chanting around the carving table. Grumpy's art is anything but stable. Let's try putting a little neon blue and a little glow blue together. I think I've done that already though. I need to get the yeah, damn. Hey PK. Morning, sir. How are we doing today? It's Friday. I wish my Fridays would be good mood Fridays, but my Fridays and my weekends are my get stuck in my head times. That's when the damn X pops back up for a few. But we're getting there. Just didn't get here last night till almost 10 o'clock. Kind of aggravated me. It's like, I'm glad I didn't have nothing I really needed to do, right? I guess I got the nod, and then I was curious as to where she was, but I guess it's not my concern anymore as to what she's doing or where she is. Just hard habits. I heard a ton of sirens, and it was the ambulance and fire truck, and then you could hear the actual police come through with their sirens. So it's like, damn, something's going on close, and it just bothered me. I was worried just that quick, like something happened to her. That's it. Well, that's me sitting here disabled, not having to get out and go do nothing. About the only thing that I remember anymore is like, okay, she comes back on this day and junk. So, but yeah, day of the week. When I watched kids more often, when they was not in school, I guess I had more of a schedule. Or not a schedule, yeah, I guess schedule. How fine that is. That stuff just balls up little bitty clumps. Makes it fun mixing. I want that stuff to glow. Stay in my vertical shot here in case it's got an audience. I got to remember that and try to keep my videos going that way. That way YouTube will say, hey, he is doing the vertical and push me more maybe. Hey, good morning, Miss Francis. Miss Francis, you didn't see that piece that I did. I don't think you have seen it since it's been done. This is one of those blanks that you sent me, right? I love the way the colors come out. And the way that it worked out, it looks like a, man, I'll just put it up here and show you. I gotta move my palette here. Ooh. They know the deal. Grumpy's chaos got surreal. I turned it into a one-hitter. Hey, Sid. And it's got a candy cane look to it to me because of the micro bubbles that showed up. Made it look like the old school candy cane. I love it. Smoking medication, sky high flight, workshop therapy, chronic pain, good night. UV rays hit the resin just right. And that green, of course, that green glows. Outshine the night. Laid back carvings, vibrations ignite. In the lab, mixing colors, pure delight. Like and subscribe, join the vibe. Aliens in the workshop, let's inscribe. Grumpy's chronic pain, no need to hide. Epoxy brilliance, ride the tide. Roach clips in hand, extraterrestrial band. Crafting our dreams, it's all pre-planned. Workshop sessions. This has got a bunch of that blue glow powder. So hopefully it'll blow. I cannot talk. Hopefully it will glow bright. Aliens in the workshop, let's inscribe. Grumpy's chronic pain, no need to hide. Oh. Paper towels, where'd y'all go? Workshop whispers, tales of the beyond. Epoxy creations, infinite bond. Roll up reality, spaceships spawn, chronic pain. Ramping up for planner season. Heck yeah. Yeah, that's what I was talking about whenever I was turning it. That's I broke out my box of ends and cutoffs and all that stuff, and that's why I'm keeping them. I'm gonna take and clip them all up with some shears when I get ready, and dump them into I call it a dirty blank or whatever like that. I just have so many different colors and stuff that pop out. It's gonna be cool. But yeah, I love the way it came out. Yep. I got us to stay above. Where are we at? Yep. If I stay in my square with my work, then that's a good view for the vertical viewers. Yeah, y'all can see all my mess, so it's a good view for horizontal regardless.
Grumpy's epoxy, these roach clips tight. Aliens land instant height, no fright. Smoking medication, sky high flight. Workshop therapy, chronic pain, good night.
A crusty film. What you talking about? A crusty film on these pin gouges or whatever they're called. You have some that are old and you got stuff. Let's see. Like these. This is a crusty film all rusted up on you. I guess these were some my father-in-law gave me. I got to clean up some old Craftsman gouges. It could be some wax. They could have waxed them up to seal them so they didn't rust. Old crusty film on there, that's what it could be, just like a wax base or something. I need my glasses, y'all. I need to put on the I can sees. Oh, and they are blurry. I hadn't cleaned them in a minute. Gotten where I quit wearing my glasses because the dang eye company, they hadn't been able to get me right yet, but I'm sick and tired of going back and forth, and every time I walk in there, they look at me like, oh God, this guy again, and it's like, hell, I can't help it. Y'all don't have my script right. And I got a massive stigmatism in my right eye, so it's like I walk around without my glasses and I almost feel like I'm starting to get a freaking ocular migraine all day. That's crazy. The pressure and stuff I feel in my head because of that stigmatism is weird. Don't get it. Makes me want to go get a damn CAT scan and make sure I don't have no freaking tumor in my head. My damn biological, he died with a freaking tumor. So yeah, I used to get headaches and crap like that. I get paranoid and start wigging out. Damn Total Recall. Arnold Schwarzenegger pops in my brain. It's not a tumor. My look, it probably is. Bugs in a sculptor's twist, Zen found in the fog, some aliens missed. Eyes bloodshot, medicated, soul kissed. Peace found among aliens in the mist. Chronic pain's a ghost, anxiety's dismissed. Like to the tribe, spark flames in the abyss. Hey, Mr. Johnny, good morning, sir. Fall like dreams cut from the grain, turning My insurance company just sucks, and there ain't nobody worth a dang that I can go to with my insurance around here local anymore.
Tools clicking like a metronome sway. Echoes of planets, grumpy's out playing away. Red beams of light, space.
Try to seal that without getting it in my resin there.
Details lost. Eyes bloodshot, medicated, soul kissed. Peace found among aliens in the mist. Chronic pain's a ghost. Anxiety's dismissed. Like to the tribe.
That's where everybody gets sick. That hot, cold, hot, cold.
Roach clips, shiny dope soldiers of cope. Out of the haze came purpose and hope. Aliens nodding props to the craft, no hate. Epoxy vibes outlasted the hands of fate. Roach clips, shiny, dope soldiers of cope. Out of the haze came purpose and hope. Aliens nodding props to the craft, no hate.
Hey, good morning, Pilota. How you doing today?
Grumpy spins the lathe, hand steady in the grind. Epoxy roach clips, art where functions aligned. Workshop sessions, therapy flows in the air. Turning junk into gems, like we just don't care. Eyes
Oh, goodness.
medicated haze flows. Chronic aches vanish, the good healing shows.
I would have said PK, you drove right through me, but you didn't. You'd have had to have come probably a good directions west. You'd have had to have made a big detour going from where you was to where you at.
Hit the bell, like and subscribe to the tribe. Lace spirals carve out our stories in smoke. Art and remedy blend, that's the inside joke. Time's a roulette wheel, Grumpy calls the spins. Precision of a surgeon, where craft begins. Wood chips dance like confetti on the floor. Every turn, every twist holds a little more. Aliens floating, they dip in my sight. The mist curling thick.
I got to record me a video of today.
Smooth stress, exhale.
Oh, look at that, go.
The therapy
Did y'all see that?
of machine.
You have to rewind that and watch that in slow motion. Little ash off my herbal come floating down and landed right next to my resin.
Subscribe to the tribe. Lace spirals carve out our stories in smoke. Art and remedy blend, that's the inside joke.
Oh, the coffee ain't sitting good on me this morning. I can feel that caffeine. It ain't no stronger than I normally make it. Straight up the coast, yeah. You'd had to get to that I-10 junction and head west for a minute.
Aliens floating, they dip in my sight. The mist curling thick in the soft workshop light.
Took the scenic route. There you go. Is that paint? Sorry. Oh, it's it is my UV epoxy with some neon blue, and then that's a neutral glow powder but glows blue. And so when the light hits it, I'm hoping it's going to be bright, but I can't put the light on it right now to see how bright it's going to be because it'll cure my resin up. So let's see. I can show you this away though. Move this back out of the way so the UV don't hit it. All right, where's my? Here we go. It does come out dark on the wood, but then the UV light hits it, it'll go bright. And then hopefully, yeah, it's got a decent glow to it. Not bad. I wish it would be brighter on the glow. I gotta get some different stuff for my glow. We'll get there. There's one company, I can't remember their damn name. I'm sure, oh, my light down. I'm sure if I scroll my Facebook, it'll pop back up. But all they sold was a can of their glow pigment. Can't remember the name of it. But they claimed to put it in with their nail art stuff and this and that, and everybody was wanting it. And so here you go, people, and they got you a big container of it. And they take their little light and they take their UV light like this, and just as fast as they can click it on and off on the jar, it's freaking charged up and glowing super bright. And I'm like, ooh, I want some of that. But it was like, it was not, how much was it? It was not cheap. It was fairly expensive for what it was, but I guess it'd go a long way. But it was like a jar like this size, and they wanted like 30 or 40 bucks for it. And I'm like, oh. Solar dust, yeah, I'm gonna look into them too. They're pretty bright. That's the company that's here in Florida, right?
Crafted cures where the resin drips. Epoxy roach clips, fingertips equipped. Medicated therapy.
That's I want the brightest glow stuff I can get. Let me put that under my lamp for a second, just to make sure it's cured good.
Grumpy's laid back, carving for the soul, shaping cloudy dreams, watch the colors roll, hand steady, mind free, this joint's patrol. Roach clips bonded, stories to unfold, therapy's the wood grain, the blades our guide, healing in creation, it's where we reside, pain dressed in smoke where aliens hide, through the haze we thrive, let fears subside. Medication rolled tighter than the bass drum, creativity sparks.
Had cords trying to pull the lamp.
In the flicker, pieces succumb. We craft peace in the chaos until we're numb. Aliens in the smoke, shadows in the air, floating through the space like I just don't.
What are we talking food? Y'all gonna make my little flipping fat butt hungry?
Now time feels rare.
Close their store, right? I'm a damn rabbit. I can do salads and vegetables now. I'll eat it all. I don't like squash though. Squash and okra. I'll eat it. I growed up eating, that was my snacks, was carrots. You know, I said, I'm hungry, go get a carrot. Damn it, I don't want a carrot. I'd walk around acting like I was Bugs Bunny all the time. I had a carrot in my pocket and a carrot in my hand. And I can't do greasy foods and stuff much no more, so I'm kind of stuck with the vegetables and the vegan life almost. I gotta get my belly fixed. That's one thing I cannot do, greasy foods. It sucks.
Roach clips tight, they hold anew. Fragments
You just happy to see me. It could have been a combination of both.
pain fades into new. May fall, but we stand tall. Bandaged souls
And hey, don't worry, if I'm not happy to see you, I'll give you a carrot. It'll all work out.
through the shadow into day. Out of my head, I find my peace. Shaping the wood as burdens release. Each glowing piece a story strong. Community strong, we craft as one.
Oh.
Creating calms this storm inside. My soul restored where demons hide. Grumpy's
Oh,
laid back
goodness, yo.
masterpiece brings
I need the good laughs, that's for sure.
release.
I guess I'm getting pessimistic or whatever you want to call it. I'm starting to put in, I don't know, I'm anticipating crap because it's been crap the past few times just with her attitude. And it's like, why are you bouncing with an attitude? You know, you're getting what you want. You know, trust me, I want the stuff to get done just as quick too, but so.
Dust flies, wood grind, Dremel twisting. In Grumpy's den, I carve my vision. Spirits in the timber, whispers so clear. Lave spins, I'm grinning, no fear.
I'm gonna talk to my daughter today, see if they can't make the kids stay tonight.
Wood grains sing. Shapes emerge, magical thing. Curls of oak, pine shavings fall. Therapy and sawdust, hear the wood call. Sawdust cloud,
Get it on over with, that way she don't have to stay here Saturday night too.
every stroke, night to day.
Cause that's gonna be a mess. She's gonna be here all day, work, then leave, then come back tomorrow mid-afternoon or whatever when the kids get dropped off. Stay tomorrow in the evening and whatnot, and then leave. Oh, y'all see that? I got some of my resin on there from the other day, doing these, I guess. Damn. Oh well, we'll sand it off.
Workshop rhythm, steady flow. Lay spins tales, old and wise. Wooden spirits, soulful eyes. Dusty breeze, calm release. Creation's peace.
I got sloppy. That's why I gotta clean my box up. I need some paint, but my tight butt don't want to go buy none. I was gonna go to the dump or landfill. They'll collect paint from time to time and mix it all up, and you'll get some neutral. I say neutral colors. You'll get your mud brown, junk like that, but they'll have some whites and some grays and stuff from time to time, and it's for free when they have it. But that little section was closed for further notice when last time I drove up there. Paint done got expensive, and I don't want to rattle can the damn crap because it'd be too fumy. It'd be just as cheap to buy a can of spray paint and spray in here versus buying a little pint of white paint. Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
Grumpy in the shop, new year, new leaf. Carving out dreams with shaking belief. Chiseling edges, letting go inside smooth, feeling some relief. Sawdust flying, tails in the air, carving shadows, whisper, do you dare? Nights and cedar, stories to share. On the lathe, hope is always fair.
Cross-contaminate the resin, right?
With every cut, emotion strong. Sparks fly.
It's not that if I shine my light down here and you look at my table, it looks like somebody just was at a rave and got sick. Just blah, there's glow everywhere. I do tend to make a mess when I'm doing that. You'll see me wiping crap down constantly, smearing it around. So every now and then, I guess the speck escapes the wipe down. Let's see. I need to fill that in, but I need to cure what's there first. Turn up, there you go. I get there eventually. See, like that right there, my toothpick just dropped off and it dropped a little speck right there. And that's probably what happened and got a little speck there that dropped off, and I set my piece down like I did. There you go. It's just a little signature. I don't got my laser yet, so we're just doing little dots of color here and there. Well, that's what I'm doing with my clips, and you know, sitting out there at those vendor events for the dispensary. And that's something I'd never do. You know, I've always wanted to, but I've told myself, nah, I don't have enough inventory. No, all I got is Roach clips. Nobody wants that. Yeah, so I've never set up anywhere. You know, it's always time to try something different. Just my anxieties and stuff. Mm-hmm.
Create a blaze. Sharp blade cutting, pouring epoxy to life. Each stroke sculpt, chaos channel the strife. Aliens whisper notes, transmit them precise. Out of this world, Roach clip got that spice.
Trying to push that resin up through that little trough to the top. Man, that'll be enough for that little piece. We'll fill that or seal it. Oh, monkey. I will take I got another little spot. It's hard to see it right now because it's almost blending in with the burn. Little speck right there is a bit of blue that just got out of line and got cured. But whenever I go to clean that up, I got a little microcarver with some diamond bits. And so I'll go over that little speck. Try to go over it real light and not scuff the wood.
Pour the truth in molds, let the resin reveal. Art deep as the void, carving wounds that heal. Fingerprints in wood grain, Grumpy's real deal. Aliens just nodded, man, it's mad appeal. Grumpy's batshit crazy, meds in a haze. Roll type medication, floating outer space. Glows in the dark, magic lit through the maze. Hit that like, subscribe, ride to create a blaze.
Oh, man. Hey, good morning, Scott. Coffee ain't working.
Epoxy river running, lighter cases on the creek. Roach clips in the glow, Grumpy's work unique. Carving late nights, therapy on repeat. Alien vibes hit wild, art'll never retreat. Grumpy's batshit crazy, meds in a haze.
Fixing to have some pyrography and color time. I know we're just doing about the same thing now, but gonna be about that again here directly, because that's gonna be my projects, is doing those burn boards. I need to get some more, order some extra kits to do some turning during the lives. I got to take a few of the kits that I have right now and do the promotional videos for them. I got to do 2 more, and then once I get those 2 promo videos done, I take the kits that I have left, and then I'll do those. Hey, Alien Leader, good morning. I'll do those kits on the live, but I want to get. They want me to do 1 unboxing and 3 promos, and I've done the 1 unboxing and 1 promo, and I got to do 2 more of the promo videos, and I'm gonna do those probably out of the pins. So once I do those, I'll have a few kits I can do in my lives. And y'all go check that video out later today if y'all haven't had time to watch it yet. It's not as long as my, I think it's under 20 minutes. And that was fun because it was over 2 hours of footage. Let the resin reveal art deep as the void, carving wounds that heal. Fingerprints and wood grain, grumpy's real deal. That's what I like about YouTube magic, I guess I call it, being able to edit stuff down. I just got to get back in my groove of things. Like I said, I'm letting that D crap freaking distract me too much. But it's hard not to be distracted by it all, because it's like I'm still in the back burner, back side of my head. It's like, is this stuff going to work out like it's supposed to? You know, is it going to go as it said? You know, this is how they agree it on paper, but, you know, how's this stuff going to work out in the end? I'm just worried I'm going to end up getting screwed. And I don't want to go back to my mom's. Lord help me knows I don't want to go back to my mom's. I'll go sleep in the woods somewhere before I do that. Love my mama, but we can't live together. Roach clips and totems healing in the grain. Clear the cloudy thoughts through the weight of pain. Laid back carvings where the heart is light. Turning wood to wonders in the soft twilight. Medication makes it easy, muscles calm and loose. Carving up some freedom feels like heaven's truce. Each spirit in the woods got a tale to tell. Drowning hums a song, it's like casting spells. With every turn and twist, find a bit of peace. Every piece of timber makes the silence cease. Candles flicker gently, shadows dance around. From these world in the quiet found. Lathe and Dremel chisel all the worries thin. Carving out contentment from his struggles dim.
Knives kiss wood and time moves slow. Chronic pain, it starts to fade. Healing in these grooves we've made. Roach clips shining, made with care. Each one glowing, nestled there. Community, we stand as one. Underneath the carving sun. Carve away the heavy night. Medication rolled up tight. Find the rhythm, let it show.
That's what I joked about. What was it? I haven't watched his videos in a hot minute, but the RC wood turner, he's got him a lathe and all set up in the back of his van. I don't know if he just drifts around or what he does, or if that's how he sets up at shows or something, but
Wood speaks louder than the pain and carves a path that's joy ordained.
those campers, you get those RV campers that are almost like a full-size RV, but then also have the section built into the RV that'll hold the little side-by-sides or the old race cars or something like that. One of them old race car campers. That's what I'd need. And then I could live in the RV deal and then have that toy section, build it up to be my little carving room. Cause that's it, I gotta have me a shop, yeah. It's got to.
Grumpy's hands, they shape the flow. Knives kiss wood and time moves slow. Chronic pain, it starts to fade. Healing in these grooves we've made. Roach clips shining, made with care. Each one glowing, nestled there. Community, we stand as one. Underneath the carving sun. Carve away the heavy night. Medication rolled up tight. Find the rhythm, let it show. Creating sparks that brightly glow. Stay out of my head, they say, but in the chips I find my way. Wood speaks louder than the pain and carves a path that's joy ordained.
Shit, if I wasn't freaking broken, I'd go try to homestead somewhere in no damn woods. Get off the freaking grid and just disappear for a while.
Laid back, digging through the grain. Smoothing edges keeps me sane. Healing
I got the skills. I know I got the skills. It's just the body to do it would be nice.
Find the rhythm, let it show. Creating sparks that brightly glow.
Shit, that's what I would do if I had the money and could invest. I would go up towards Alaska way, and I would try to play with gold. I seriously think I would, with my equipment knowledge and stuff like that. I'm not a mechanic, but I'm damn sure mechanically inclined and can change some hydraulic hoses and stuff like that, and big parts on them motors. But getting into the motor, now I'd have to hire somebody out for that. But I could keep it maintained. I could keep my stuff greased and running. It would be awesome to go find me some gold. I've always liked that. Watching them. No, it's blue. It's neon blue with some. The glow powder might have a purple glow, making it have that purple look. Nice. But yeah, I could do the farm life. That's just a lot of work. Hey, Miss Jen, good morning. And that's just it. My body physically can't do that work no more. Like I said, if I wasn't broken to the extent that I'm broken, oh man, I would be in that mess right now.
Grumpy laid back, carving PC seeks, roach clips and more, winning fantasies, therapeutic dreams flow with ease, crafting cool creations on two hands, Grumpy's therapy, never underhanded, whittling his worries, chisel in hand, lighting up a stogie, grains like sand, cool wood carvings, medicine profound, Grumpy laid back, therapy he's found.
Doing being around my grandpa when I was little in the quail farm that he was doing. I'm not sensitive to that aspect of it. Yeah, I'd be able to do the whole chicken thing and raise them and have my food and all that. I could do it. I could do it. I just had to be a virtual homesteader now. I had to do it on VR. Oh, there's a bunch of little ones on here. I don't know if I'm gonna mess with them. That one I will. Straight up tingling. That's crazy.
Laid back, carving, steady hand devotion. Epoxy shines bright, clouded in emotion. Grumpy hands spark art, therapy potion. Anxiety drips, vanishing like ocean foam motion. Aliens in the smoke, they whisper truth. Medication rolled tight, sparking the roots. Chronic pain of ghost fades in the booth. Creating our escape, these forms be proof.
We never know. Have to see where the world takes me and what I do. And right now, I don't know. I say, nah, I'm not gonna mess with that, but I know good and damn well everybody wants a little bit of companionship and connect with somebody. So who knows? Well, I'll get back out there one of these days. I say I will. I don't know. We'll have to see. I got some mad talk, but I'm a bashful ass person. Them anxieties and all that, and hey, what is it? Anxieties, and then that fear of rejection, I guess. Never really like that. I don't know much of nobody who does, but I guess I don't know how to process that. I don't go crazy or nothing. I just don't put myself in that situation, I guess. That was the thing. Yeah, Miss June. I hope everything settles down for you, Miss June. Oh, my neck, y'all.
Grumpy's got a shop, hand steady as fate. Epoxy flowing deep, creations ornate. Lighter cases sharp, roach clips out of sight. Glow brighter in the dark than a meteorite. Therapy and carving, steady hands, no slack. Each cut a reflection of dreams fighting back. Grumpy's batshit crazy, yet the vibe's polite.
Stress too, though. You can get out of some of that stress. I'm sure that's gonna help a lot. Stress, we put ourselves through stress, and that wreaks havoc on our body in so many different ways.
Vibes intergalactic, creations take flight. Like and subscribe, let the algorithms in.
That stress can even add to your pain levels and stuff. It's a mess.
Moonlit night, shapes emerge, sharp souls taking their bite. From batshit to brilliance, the cycle's tight. Grumpy carving galaxies, push the limits of sight. Glow bright edges, life's a strobe light glow. Hands
Oh,
cramped,
goodness.
steady, art dances just so. Laid back visions, they traverse the unknown. Aliens watch Grumpy shape the great unknown. Sign to the vibe, drop that subscribe. Catch carvings flowing steady, creations alive. Grumpy in his own, aliens not pure delight. Watch epoxy spill dreams under fluorescent lights.
That's what makes it tough, is just having your fur babies when you gotta try to go do stuff. That's my main kind of anchor at this point right now in my situation is my fur babies. You know, old man pup, and push come to shove, he can go back to my daughter. Yeah, she ain't gonna want to, but it was her dog to begin with. Her and her husband, his parents had some chihuahuas that had puppies, and when they was still little high school sweethearts, they picked out a puppy as that's gonna be our dog when we move out, you know, and it was for a little while until the granddaughter was born, and then he became Grumpy's dog. Grumpy had to adopt him and bring him home. Now he's Grumpy's butt nugget. That's what I call him, my little butt nugget, because he'll sit there and curl. He's a chihuahua, but he's not little. He's a big chihuahua. But he'll curl up and lay right beside you and want to bury up against your damn hip or your butt. That's why I always called him butt nugget. And then my big dog, that's supposed to be the wife's dog, but she's my shadow.
Dances just so laid back visions, they traverse the unknown. Aliens watch grumpy shape the great unknown.
She loves the wife and she's excited when she comes home and whatnot, but she wouldn't make it without me.
It's not pure delight. Watch epoxy spill dreams under fluorescent lights.
Yeah. Oh goodness. I understand now your animals got there before you did and they wasn't taking care of them. All right, y'all, I have one kit left out of all those pipes and one hitters that I got. And the kit's spoken for and they want to watch me turn it. And so I won't turn that one until Saturday. I'm going to turn it Saturday morning when I go live. And I think around 6:30 or 7 o'clock is when they'll be on to watch. But I'm hoping to sell these things like crazy on the next 13th. Hey, good morning, Robin. That way I can buy some more. Oh, it's hard. It's hard. Stress, that's no joke. That silly little Disney movie, what was it? Anastasia had the little white bat. Stress is a killer. That was my motto. I walked around saying that crap for so long. I remember when they brought that movie back out and bumped it up through, I was working at Burger King at the time, and that was their little Happy Meal toy. Was the Anastasia toys, and that bat, that white bat, he was a trip. Rasputin's little bad guy, or not bad guy, but sidekick. There you go. Oh, trying to stretch. Whew. I got 5 pen kits to do through Strong Ink, and that's gonna be fun. But man, I know once I start, I'm like Alan. It's addictive turning them pens, and it's fun. And it's like I'm just itching because I got those kits, and I can just buzz through them. But I need to make some videos with them, so it's like and I want more. Because that was when I had those Kalar kits and that other brand. Man, I was spinning through them quick. Hey, Mr. Johnny, you're still hanging out. You're on your way to work, right? Good. It's Friday though. Do you have the weekends off? Yeah, because you watch Jake Thompson's. So I hope your Friday flies by. Happy Friday to you as well. Tools whisper secrets old as time. In the grain I find my rhyme. Patterns emerge like ancient lore. Hands know the dance, always wanting more. Therapeutic rhythm, every single cut. Chronic pain fighting, but I stay in the rut. I started crying that morning, Miss Francis, when you were talking about her appointment. I'm like, no, that is hard. I'm tearing up now. Woo. Grumpy don't like that. Nope. I guess it's a combination of emotions, but thinking about that'll dang sure make them come out. Woo! I had to do that with my boxers, both of them. And first one was planned. I knew it was coming. She was old. She had she had bad hip dysplasia. You know, her hips were real bad. She's a big boxer. And she tore her paw pad damn near straight off of her foot. And I could not get it to heal. She would not leave it alone. We would wrap it. She would chew the wrap off and just lick it. And just constantly, she was constantly licking it, trying to make it feel better herself. And she wouldn't let it heal. And it got infected. And overnight, her leg swelled up to the size of my leg, and I had to have her put down. And I wrapped up on her in the truck and cried like a baby for 6 hours. And then I got out in the backyard, and she had been not fighting with the neighbor's dog, but fussing with the neighbor's dog through the fence, and she had pawing at the fence. You know, they would go at each other through the fence, you know, like they were trying to fight, but they never fought. And I'm out there digging the hole, and that damn dog that she was going after all the time, which is what tore her paw pad, she scratched the fence with her foot, and that ripped it like filleted her paw pad, you know, and I could never get that to heal. And I was mad, and I rage dug her hole, and next you know, I'm shoulder deep in my damn hole. I had to literally put the shovel across the top of the hole to pull myself up out of it. And then my second boxer baby, she was only about 5 years old, and COVID had started up. And she was having a little bit of issues with her back outside. And I thought it was her hip. And she had never been fixed, and she was going into heat a lot. And I was going to breed her, and I was like, no, I didn't want her temperament to change. So I never bred her. So it's like, well, let's go get her fixed, you know, because we were having to put her in diapers and stuff when she would go into heat. And I took her to the vet, and it was COVID, so they wouldn't even let me come inside the vet's office or nothing, you know. They met me out in the parking lot and took her away from me on the leash, you know. I gave her a little hug, told her, said, Daddy will be back. And they called me up. Darn, that sucks. She had a tumor wrapped around her spine on her back, and that's what was making her back and her hips mess with her. And they said it was just a matter of time before she'd be paralyzed, and said that they couldn't believe that she wasn't crying out in pain all the time. And I was like, nah. And so they just didn't let her wake back up. And so, yeah, I had to go pick her up and bring her home. So, yeah, I didn't want no more dogs after that. I was done. Whew, because, yeah, that's like your kids. You know, I done lost 2 of my babies. Oh, so, yeah. We went, what, about 3 years, and she kept bugging me. I want a dog, I want it. I said, I don't want another one, you know. And then I said, okay, we'll get another one. I want a boxer. I want a white brindle boxer, and we'll get another one. And them are just hard to find, you know. So it's like, there you go, I'll never have another dog. And then she showed me an ad on Facebook, which was a friend of ours growing up had some dogs that had puppies, and she's like, look, they have one left, or they have all these. And I looked at them, I said, okay, if they still have that one, we'll get that one. And they still had her, and then that's my Pepper pup now.
shop therapy, wood chips in the storm. Alien fog rolls, keeping
But she's a crazy ass dog. She's blue healer, chocolate lab. Hey, Mr. Johnny, you have a good day, buddy. I hope your day flies by. But blue healer, chocolate lab, and pit bull mix. She's a handful.
all night. Whittle down the stress, anxieties dissipate. Late hum whispers sealing off the weight. Workshop altar, sacred dust in the air. Turning broken pieces into things we repair.
But my boxer puppies, oh my goodness, those were my best dogs ever. They listened. They were friendly but very protective, but they weren't aggressive. You know, my dog now, she's not aggressive. She feeds on my energy, I guess, for people. If she knows you, she loves you. You know, she don't know you, she's on edge. And she'll bark at anybody, you know, unless she knows you. The other ones, they wouldn't, you know, they would woof. You know, I tell them easy, be quiet, and they would settle right down. She don't settle down.
Wood shavings fall in spirals as the vibe creeps. Aliens chime in, antennas catch the wave. Turn and subscribe. This the groove you crave.
She tries to lead the show. But she's good for me though, because she knows when I'm not in my headspace, because she'll come up out of nowhere, sit down, and throw her head on me, try to make me take her outside and play. So I kind of call her my service dog now. Therapy dog. She ain't trained in nothing, but she dang sure can feel my energy, I guess.
Whittle down the stress, anxieties dissipate. Lathe hum whispers sealing off the weight. Workshop altar, sacred dust in the air.
It's a little low right in there. I need to fill that up some. My boxer, my last boxer, Dixie, she was something else. First boxer, she was my two boxers. I've had two, and they were both brindle, but they were completely different size-wise. My first boxer, you would almost think she was a bull mastiff. She was so big. And everybody said, "Oh, is that a mastiff?" I'm like, "No, she's full-blooded boxer." And she was a northern boxer is what I called her. She was just big and thick and tall. And then my second boxer, she was full-blooded, but she came from a puppy mill in Alabama. And she was tiny compared to our first boxer. I called her my little sawed-off southern boxer. But yeah, she was good. Oh my goodness. She traveled with me whenever we were going back and forth to South Carolina and stuff when my granddaughter was being born. I said she came with us. I wouldn't go anywhere or stay anywhere unless it was a pet-friendly hotel, motel, whatever you call it. And if I couldn't stay with my dog, I wasn't staying. We'd hit the gas stations. She'd have her harness on. We'd walk in the grass. She would do her business. We would clean it up, and away we go. And she knew it was time to do her business too. She wouldn't play. Get out of the car. All right, go do your business. And she'd go do her thing. Boom, boom. She was one of the best dogs I ever had. And Brandy, oh my goodness, that was my first boxer. That big old thing. She was a handful in herself. She was good. She was destructive. Oh my goodness, she was destructive whenever she was a puppy and you left her alone. She had that separation anxiety. She would damn sure let you know about it because she was chewing everything up. I had a big oversized lazy boy recliner, and we had thick Berber carpet in the living room, so you really wasn't dragging no furniture across the carpet because it would get all hung up in the carpet, you know, and like Velcro and just hang up in there. It wasn't sliding, right? Chair was in the corner of the room. I come home from work, I unlocked the door, opened the door, and it was a flipping mess. It looked like somebody done come and ransacked my living room. The recliner was in the center of the room, flipped upside down. I was like, what the heck? You know, there was stuffing everywhere. And I was like, are you kidding me? You know, it's like they come in there and just ripped all my cushions up or something, right? And then I got to looking. The boxer was hiding in the corner, kind of cowered down. I was like, did you do this? And she laid down even tighter, like, oh my goodness. Flipped the chair right side up, and the center of the cushion where you would sit was ripped clean out of it. You know, it just strode everywhere. She was a mess. Sawed off Southern by. She was a little bitty thing.
Galaxies align, each clip a little portal bent space-time. Alien beams hit, tools start to glow. Grumpy vibing hard, feels the artisan flow. Therapy session in the sawdust hive. Workshops, church crafting keeps them alive.
Did not like to be left alone. And with her acting like that when it come to leaving her alone, the second one, you know, I never left her alone. She just went with me everywhere. And kennels, I've always had kennels, you know, so if we did go somewhere, they could stay in the kennel and not tear nothing up because of the first one. The first one's what made me invest in the kennel. The kennel I got now, I custom built that one to be a kennel and a aquarium stand at the same time. I wanted a few more aquariums. It was back when I was doing my shrimp tanks and stuff. And I needed somewhere to put some tanks, and I didn't have nowhere else to put tanks. And it's like, that kennel's right there, but that would make a good spot for fish tanks. And so I took and built 2x4 framed kennel. Framed up a 2x4 deal, had a plywood bottom, plywood top, I clipped up an old kennel. I'll have to get a picture of it and post it. But I clipped up an old kennel and then tacked the walls and the sides and put a little door and stuff in it, stained it all up. It looks nice. And 2 20-gallon longs fit on it side by side, plus a kennel. So it was perfect.
Roach clips to a lighter case. Every piece, a brand new space. Oh, Grumpy, carve it all, don't stop. Each creation makes the pain drop. Under UV.
Wife didn't like it, but it served its purpose.
Anxieties fade like a distant tide. Chronic pain takes a backseat ride.
And the fish tanks were awesome. I loved my shrimp. It was just getting to be too much for me to maintain and deal with on a regular.
Every flick and every shine puts the weight of the world in decline. Carving joy in the form of waves, epoxy flowing like dreams he saves. Oh, Grumpy, carve it all, don't stop. Each creation makes the pain drop. Under UV, the colors ignite.
But yeah, that's Pepper. She's not trained or nothing, but she just, like you say, support. She knows when my headspace ain't right. All right, Sid, you have a good night, buddy. It's like right now, if she was awake, she'd be all up on my biscuit trying to make me take her outside. Cause it's like, she knows I can't help but to laugh when she starts playing. Granted, she's just wants to play 24/7 too, but I think that's why. And she's gonna be so damn sore and stoved up as she gets older. She's got no self-preservation switch when it comes to playing. She jumps, twists, acts all crazy. It's like, girl, you're gonna hurt yourself. Alright, I think that's all the resin I'm gonna put on this one. Yeah. Yeah, she loves getting out in the water and playing. I can't turn the water hose on out back without her getting into it. So it's like, yeah, you're getting wet, you're getting a semi-bath right off the bat. Keep the towel at the door. Try to water my bushes, I have to fuss at her. Grab her toy, throw her toy across the yard while I'm watering the bushes, or she tries to attack the water coming out of the hose. I hope everything's okay with Old Path this morning. He's normally up by now. I hope he's doing okay. You know, he's messing with that SVT. That electrical current for your ticker, that's been messing with him. That's what that SVT is an arrhythmia in your heart. It's when your heart, you got those chambers in your heart and you have an electrical pulse in your heart that runs kind of like an engine. It runs in a loop, or runs in its pattern, you know, to make each chamber do what it's supposed to do. And you'll get an arrhythmia sometimes, and that current will get stuck in a misfire and just be spinning, and your damn pulse just goes through the roof. No, that's Old Path. Matthew, he's been coming and going too. He just hadn't been getting up as early, I don't think. But my daughter had that arrhythmia stuff going when she was 16. Her doctors were saying it was anxiety and stuff with her at first. And oh, she's just having little minor anxiety attacks and this and that. And it was a mess. We had to get more serious with the doctors and tell them, no, this is a little more than anxiety. You know, her pulse just sitting there and then all of a sudden her pulse jumps to 200 plus. That's not anxiety, sir. You know, and so they put her on a heart monitor and stuff for a while, and she had to have a cardiac ablation is what they call it. No, he ain't been in here this morning, I don't think. Excuse me, not yet. All right, oops, not. Just throwed that. Now I have to get these set up. I think I'm gonna stain a couple of these now that I've gotten them done. I might stain this one and get this one to be darker. It's gonna be hard to stain the rounded ones, but the ones that stand straight up will stain better. The round overs, when I sand that always stains different. I don't like the way it stains. So I'll just clear coat those and stain them. I got that red and orange, that pops good. Now, would that be red to y'all, or would that be orange? It's got a red look to it, but I don't know. I don't know if that would be a neon red or just an orange color. I'm like half-ass colorblind with my colors.
Grumpy's hands got the midnight touch, fingers smooth by the glow so much.
It's got that orange hue to it. Okay, so I'm not completely crazy. Oh, y'all. There you go. All right, Robin, you have a great day. Thank you. I'm gonna do my best. We're gonna have the grandkids will be here Saturday, so that's always fun. I love my grandbabies. My granddaughter, she's growing up fast. I mean fast. She'll be going into middle school next year, so she's trying to grow up too fast. He's talking about her crushes and this and that all the time, and it's like, oh, Grumpy, don't want to hear that mess. She says, well, he's gonna come over for my water party, and I say, gurgle, gurgle, and she'll look at me and she'll say his name, and I'll say, tell him I hope he can swim. She'll look at me. I said, tell him to be practicing on holding his breath. Yeah, she's 11. Be 12 years old at her birthday in June. Yeah, goodness gracious. Seems like it was just yesterday that she was born. I was like a daggone meerkat when she come home from the hospital. I didn't, hey Chase, good morning. I didn't sleep. You know, that SIDS, that sudden infant death syndrome stuff. I was scared. That was my grandbaby. That was like, I don't know the connection there. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. Knowing that shit, I don't know how to explain that connection, but it was like, I was a proud Grumpy. You know, she's laying right there. My daughter's asleep on the pull-out couch next to the big pack and play. You know, because we made her pallet and her little bassinet set up and swaddled her up in that. You know, and my daughter's whooped. She's wore out. She was young. And Grumpy sitting there wide awake. I literally, like a meerkat, I stood up against the wall and watched that baby sleep all night. You know, that was my proud little thing, and a connection with her, just to know that came from my baby, that baby came from my baby. Oh goodness, melted my heart. Hey, I love my babies. That's why I don't understand why and how my biological side of the family could just have nothing to do with me, knowing right where I was my whole life, and I was the first grandchild born for them, and all this mess. And they knew me when I was a baby, but gonna let me walk away and never have nothing to do with me. I couldn't understand that. I couldn't fathom that. There's no way. My daughter want to show her ass and get mad at me all she wants to. I'm going to have a relationship with my grandyoungins. You know, but thank goodness we're not like that. But
under unseen skies, the pour of resin whispers calm, healing hands.
yeah, so yeah, it kind of blowed my mind. I guess that's the anger I had where some of Ray come from. Some of my built up aggression and questions and anger and shit you can't control and can't do nothing about. My dumb self can't let it go. Can't drop it and forget about it.
Taming pain with his glowing light, epoxy alive in the endless flow, a laid back groove you'll never outgrow, where the epoxy flows and the pain subsides, carving till dawn where the spirit glides, anxiety melts in the UV light, grumpy keeps carving all through the night.
My microcarver ain't plugged in. I don't feel like digging the plug out for it. So we're gonna go with the flex shaft. Where is my diamond bits?
Grumpy spins the lay, sparks dance.
Where's
in the
my
haze, epoxy dreams crafted
damn?
in
Everything's
fluorescent
buried.
glazes, workshop therapy, sawdust coated phase, aliens peeking through interdimensional gaze, eyes burning, medicated smoke swirling, chronic pains, ghosting, anxieties unfurling, craftsmanship, a hymn to the twisted vibe, hit the bell, join the tribe, keep the spark alive. Blade hits wood like Thor in a cycle, epoxy drip sick, smoother than a vinyl. Grumpy got the recipe, soul's archival, art in the mist, anti-pain revival. Aliens and shadows, tools hiss like steam.
We got this little diamond bit on here. Try not to get too heavy. I want to get that little bit of red off right there. And then there was a little bit of blue overspill right there that I want to take down. There's some stain. Oh yeah, stomach bugs ain't no fun, boo. Ain't none of it. I'm not gonna be able to get it all out without digging a big old hole. I don't want to dig no hole in it. It's still gonna stick out. That dye from the pigment soaked into it kind of good. Yeah, Ain't nothing we can do about it. It's there. Part of it now. Be some of the added character, I guess. I need to put that back in there now. Hey, y'all.
Got the recipe, soul's archival, art in the mist, anti-pain revival. Aliens and shadows, tools hiss like steam. Lathe humming rhythms, it's a stoner's dream. Workshop, mystic hands craft the supreme. Epoxy holds truths tucked in the machine. Therapies a lace spin, roaches in the clip. Grains in the finish, hit meditators trip. Fog on the horizon, blurred lens to grip. Smoke signals rising, the alien ship dips. Eyes burning, medicated smoke swirling. Chronic pains ghosting, anxieties unfurling. Craftsmanship, a hymn to the twisted vibe. Hit the bell, join the tribe, keep the spark.
Yes, sir. That's how it goes. They know. Them babies know.
Keep the spark alive. The resin spins wild. Epoxy roach clips, creativity compiled. Workshop smells like sawdust dreams. Aliens in the mist, we're chasing light beams.
Be cut, sand it all together.
Clouds part slow, it's a better phase. Chronic pain dying.
There ain't gonna be no drum buzzing on that one. We're gonna have to put that one on the saw. Get the lathe set up to sand it down too.
Subscribe, let the sparks collide.
Oh, I need to get some wax and stuff, I guess. Take my lathe, take my tailstock and the banjo and stuff off, and take my bed and sand it down real good with some fine paper and put some wax on there, seal it up again. I never done that to begin with. I guess I should have done that. And then my tail or my tool rest, that one, I need to either replace it or try to sand them burrs out of it, or those nicks, because they catch my tool. I gotta get that situated.
It's a hands-on skill. Drill, press steady, bending the wheel. Epoxy dreams turn chaos to thrill. Workshops the temple that late
Uh-oh. Puppies. I heard my puppy. He's talking about puppies. What you doing? My babies is up. You ready to go outside and go pee-pee punches? Yeah. Come on, let's go outside.
Subscribe, let the sparks collide.
So what time is it? Is it early? My alarm didn't go off yet. Come on. That's one thing when my son's here, he don't let him outside when he wakes up. I have to go in there about 7:30, make sure he's up and bring him outside. But when the ex-wife's staying here, she wakes up and lets him out. Go be good girl, come on. Go be good girl, come on. Good girl. Celestial bizarre, hands like wizards, art ain't clone. Each piece breathing got a soul of its own. Therapy Well, my pecan tree's finally getting its green to it. It's got its little leaf buds and stuff shooting out all over it. Come on. Come on. Excuse me. Come on. Pepper, let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Bam. Come on. Don't get in here. Let's go. Come on. Wow. What the shit? It's Bubba. Let's go see what the hell Bubba wants. Come on, let's go. Pepper, come on. Pepper, get in here.
Alien visitors peek through the haze. Grumpy shrugs it off while the UV plays. Galactic invitations drilled in his flow. Fiery clips steady with the
No.
I just need a pair of socks.
Huh?
I'm in and out. I just need a pair of socks.
Oh. I was wondering what she was doing here. We was out back letting her outside.
Yeah, I mean when she was raising hell at.
Yeah, I saw that.
What are other socks?
In your bedroom, possibly?
I'll come home today sometime after she gets back.
Huh?
I'll come home today sometime after she gets back.
Oh, Grammy's supposed to be back today.
Yeah, love you.
All right, love you too. You work tonight?
No.
No, all right. I think we got. You work tomorrow night?
I don't know.
Don't know schedule. We got the kids tomorrow night. Huh?
I said again.
Your mom's trying to get them back
Oh.
to
right,
that weekend,
right.
to
Yeah,
that,
yeah, yeah.
to the payday schedule, I
Yeah,
guess.
okay.
Yeah. All right, love you.
Love you too.
All right, y'all. Sorry about that. That's my baby. He ain't no damn baby no more. Turkey. He done growed up on me. That's my boy there. As crazy as it is too. I didn't want any more children. I love him to death. Please don't get me wrong when I say I didn't want no more children, but before he was born, I honestly did not want any more kids. I was content with my daughter. Can't change your mind. I can't stop it. I want to have that experience. Right now, everything going crazy ass president wants to bomb everybody. Turned off one of the sticks and we're gonna have to just spray these with a urethane. Excuse me. There you are. Good morning, sir. How you doing today? That'll work. Go ahead and run that on that real fast. I got it going on. I got a package yesterday. I ain't opened it. Didn't know if it was gonna be a glitter bomb or not. Let me throw some stain on them sticks right there real fast and I will open it up though.
Grumpy's in the shop, roach clip spinning off the lathe, herb roll tight, that little flame kiss made him pain. I watch the smoke trace.
Oh, where's my little
Art on the walls, crack frames, chip paint, ash
right
in the
there?
tray, still I feel sane.
See, I got one of these little can opener deals they give me with a gallon of paint before. They say, you give me this all day, I will keep this and I will use that. That's been the best free thing I've ever gotten. I haven't opened it yet. That's what I was saying. I've been waiting for you to get online. I haven't done no video or nothing on it or nothing, so I haven't even cut into the box. It's sitting in my lathe chair waiting. I'm gonna slap some stain on these real fast and I will cut into it. This is some golden oak stain. Let's see how this attacks on. Just makes all this. It's either gonna make it look good or gonna mess it up. So we'll see. This is the crazy thing about this kind of wood and then the stain and all. Unless you get it sanded 100% smooth and even, you get this different coloration the way it's soaked. I guess it's the way it's soaking the stain into the end grains and whatnot. I don't know. So that's why I don't like staining them sometimes. But it's there, it's done, it's on it. We'll stain it, wipe it down, and then I'll go over it with that Scotch Brite. There you go. That stuff. I'll buff it back down with that, try to knock all the color off the outside of the stick, so take the high points off of it. We'll see how it goes from there.
Smell of sawdust, turning roach clips, crafting crust. Medicate, relax, it's a must. Dust therapy, so we trust. Lathe going wild, wood spins fast. Creation's a trip, time don't last. Chisel in hand, moments blast. Blocks of timber, future past.
This one's not gonna be as dark. This is better. I like this better like this. Put it on there with it about dry on the cloth, so it's not as intense. I like that look.
ideas thrive from thought to wood. Alive, each piece, my heart arrive. Carved deep, won't deprive. Soul and saw, synchronized spin. Workshop magic, where to begin? Cut through doubts, let life in. Every grain, story thin. Hands steady, flow like a river. Carving life, the art it delivered. Workshop vibes, timber shiver. In that space, souls quiver.
Get some on the bottom, don't we? Cannot forget the bottoms. No, I didn't. I don't think. That's what I was doing late last night, was trying to finish my video. I put my first kit video out yesterday or last night. Took it down to it's under 20 minutes. I've done good on shortening it up. And then it still gets kind of repetitive in there. I guess I could get it even shorter. Hold on, let me get out these gloves.
Grumpy in the shop, carving anew. New Year's leaf turns bright and true. Hands rough like
These are gonna just probably be sanded and clear coated. These need to dry some more. That dries off, then I'll say yes to Scotch Brite. Shop edition and uploaded first video last night. Awesome. Okay. Okay. Did I see that? Was it talking about a mural? I might have saw the video headline. Where did I see that at? I don't know.
Splinters fly, stories untold.
Awesome, I definitely have to watch that.
Grumpy's touch so firm yet bold. In the shop his tale unfolds.
Let those dry up soon.
Burning life without a care. Day moves along with a steady glare. In the shop he finds his flare.
I like Suzanne naming her tools. All right, let me see. Where is it at? Something always be disappearing. We've got on here. Crab apple cabbage. I like that. All right, so let's see. We got some addresses on here. We're not going to show that. Alright, I'll cut into this little package here. Just keeping the addresses out of the way. Let's see. We do this. I'll lay those right on the package. Oh, I'm gonna end up cutting myself with this damn knife.
Roach clips shine in secrets to keep community strong. We rise and vibe. Healing flows, carving keeps us alive.
There we go. No addresses to worry about now. Cut them bad boys off. Oh, heck yeah. Nice. Thank you, Alan. That's cool. I like the way it's aged right there. Spiky bits. That's cool. Now these are the ones you said were right at tube size. Heck yeah. That's tight grains. That's a tight grain piece. All them tight grains. Hey, Van Luck, good morning. Oh, yeah. I haven't watched it, but I saw the, that was it, the title of that. That reminded me. That's cool right there. I like that. Yes, sir. And this is the cypress, you said? Wait. Chunk. Yes. Wow, look at that. Yes. See, I can mill this down more into pieces with my my bandsaw or my chop, so yeah. Oh yeah. That's the oak right there. See that green?
Grumpy's hands on the table, creating the spark, carving dreams in the wood straight from the heart. Each clip he makes glows under the moon, healing his soul with the rhythm and tune.
That's back to the cypress. That's oak. I can feel the dents and the heaviness in that. Oak don't play. Oak is a very tough wood. You can feel the lightness in the cypress and compared to that oak. Thank you so much, old pal. Oh, I like the green in that. That would be the cedar right there then. Yes, I can smell the cedar. Smelling it now. Yes. You see the red in it. Oh yes, 3 pieces of cedar, nice. Like that color. Nice, there you go. See that color in it. Oh, get y'all better here. I like that green coloration right through there. That's cool. Awesome. That's awesome. I like that. Oh, too cool, too cool, too cool. It is. I love it. I love cedar. I love the colors in cedar just all the way around. Whether it's the sapwood, the heartwood, love getting the pieces where you can manipulate and have sap and heartwood together. Those are just awesome there. But cedar never lets you down. Oh, y'all, my neck. I pinched something in my neck or something. My fingers are tingling good today. Don't understand what's going on with the nerves. I hadn't done nothing crazy and the dang hands is acting like I've been out there doing yard work for 2 days. Yeah, that's the thing I love about cedar so much is all those natural colors in there, because that's where when I don't like sanding, but I like sanding, when you get some super tight grain cedar and you start working that stuff on the lathe and you've cutting into it and then you start sanding it up. You can sand it for one. It depends on the grit sandpaper you use, I guess, and then how tight the grains are as to how fast it's going to change. But you can sit there and cut it and start sanding it down. Look at it and it's like, oh, that's awesome. Sand it for a couple of minutes, turn the machine off and look at it again, and it's a whole different pattern. Your shape will be the same, but the grain colors and patterns have changed because you've gone through the layers or whatnot. If it's that tight, you get some tight grain stuff and it's just beautiful when you start sanding it like that. I'll get lost in the sanding it when it gets like that. That would be that super old first growth, as Jordy would call it, with them all them super tight grains in it. Oh, coffee. That stuff is so good. Hey man, you good morning. Come in. Not as a exciting show today. I'm just relaxing and filling in some epoxy on some of these clips. No crazy turning or nothing. More of a Babble fest today, I reckon. Let's see, where's my scissors? Click, like, subscribe, tap into the craft. Every snack's a lesson, every cut a laugh. This company's laid back. It ain't just a shop, it's a sanctum for the broken where the grind don't stop. Got some of them edges off. That nice. Oh, and I found out when my granddaughter's chorus thing was going to be on the 20th. The day I have my event. Oh, it's going to be in the evening that afternoon, but it's going to make it to where I cannot stay all day long like I'll try to do when I go to the event. When I go to those events, I try to stay from the time the dispensary opens to the time they close. That way I can get the most exposure and most chance of sales and whatnot, right? I'm really stay that late that day, which would be okay, I guess. Got to go watch her scene. That's more important. That's her all county chorus thing. She was in chorus for her school, and then she auditioned for all county chorus, which is a combination of schools kind of put together, and she got in that, so that's exciting. So bet Grumpy's gonna go watch. It's not as dark as it was. It might be the same damn color. It just looks better to me. Trim those tips off right quick. Radar, good morning, sir. Ooh, I got a check. Oh, shit. What's up, about it? It don't blade. That's not a fine cutting blade. That's more of a rough hog out blade right there. I put that bigger blade on my bandsaw and haven't really fine tuned all the guides and stuff on it yet, as you can hear.
Aliens red-eyed tripping through the night. Subscribe to the vibes where carving comes alive. Therapy in motion, wood starts to jive. A grumpy soul in each groove, each line. Pain no longer whispers, it's left far behind. Laidback creations where the energy flows. Every cut, every carve, a story it shows. Soothe the soul, grumpy's craft ignites. Epoxy dreams under stars.
They'll be ready to take outside and spray here in a little bit.
Always feeling blessed, from rough to smooth, chisels never lie. Epoxy roach clips vibes up to the sky. Roll tight aliens and red-eye flight.
Well, no, we can't have that. Huh. What was I doing? I was doing something with them dang pliers the other day. And I said, yeah, you're going to misplace them and you're going to be kicking yourself in the butt. And I'm like, yeah. Where did I put you? I need them pliers, y'all. Oh, no, what did I do with it?
Roll tight, aliens and red-eye flight. Stars dripping down, bathing us at night. Grumpy's therapy, the wood whispers back. Peace in the grave,
Oh, come on.
the world fades to black. Laid back creations where the energy flows. Every cut, every carve, a story it shows.
Leave them outside. I know I did leave them outside.
These crafted nights,
Oh, yeah.
starry light.
Oh. Man. What did you do with your pliers, you goofball?
Shavings fall, wood dust in the air. Lace spins slow, like I just don't care. Crafting faces and spirits taking form. Chronic pain eased, creativity warm. Tremor buzzing, working on the grain. Handcuff thoughts flow, easing the pain. Roach clips gleaming, earthy feel. Dust therapy slow, these wounds I seal. Grumpy's hands, steady, never slack. Creating magic where wood meets track. Laid back vibes, each piece unique. In the workshop,
I'll be right back.
they speak. Smoking medication, mind gets free. Tool to the timber, purely therapy. Wood whispering, stories it tells. Crafting my piece, no need for spells. Gritty life lessons, all in a car. Smooth and rough edges, that's how I starve. Pain from the body, escape goes fast. In the swirl of dust, I found my past. Spirit visions etched deep and true. Cedar dreams or a pine wood view. Smoke curls high, mind's medication. In my little corner, found salvation. Gritty life lessons, all in a car. Smooth and rough edges, that's how I start. Pain from the body, escape goes fast. In the swirl of dust, I found my past. Spirit visions etched deep and true. Cedar dreams or a pine wood view. Smoke curls high, mind's medication. In my little corner, find salvation. Grumpy's hands carved through the night. Medication rolled up tight. Aliens in the backyard glow. He's got secrets we'll never know. Carving wood to ease his
Was looking for my pliers and looking for my pliers and I couldn't find them. I was like, well, hell, they're not in my box. Where did I put them? Because I just used them for stuff that wasn't related to my clips. And I was like, I'm going to misplace them as soon as I do that. Well, it was all still here in my damn box. I got to clean my box up.
under starlight.
I didn't see them at first. I overlooked them. So I started looking all over the place, looked outside where I was using them and all that mess, come back inside and looked again, and they were there. All right, Tim, you have a good day, buddy. Thank you for hanging out this morning. These clips keep not getting in the box. I got a cedar clip and a maple clip over here. Don't know why they ain't made it in the box yet. But that is the next adventure that I want to jump on with my channel stuff, or tools and equipment for my channel stuff, is the vacuum chamber and pump and cactus juice, so I can start staining and stabilizing some of these blanks. That's gonna be fun right there, because I think I'm gonna have an issue with some of my blanks that I've recently made. I think that's why I haven't spun any of those here recently, but it's gonna suck if I do, but we'll find out when I start spinning them. I started sealing my inserts a little bit with some CA so they air wouldn't push into them when I went to run them through the pressure pot, because I was having an issue of running my blanks through the pressure pot and I guess taking them out too soon where the resin wasn't 100% cured, and then when I did that, taking the pressure off of it, I guess it had pushed all the air in the resin into the wood of the inserts, and so I was getting massive bubbles right there. And like I said, I started putting a little bit of CA on the blanks to where the air couldn't push into them, but I think that's making a issue of the epoxy not wanting to bond to the insert as well, because like that piece that I was spinning yesterday where the epoxy just chipped clean off of the wood like it did, that was because it wasn't bonded to the wood as good as it should have been. And I think I hindered myself with that damn trying to seal the inserts, and if that's the case, I've screwed myself on like 12 blanks because I've sealed up a bunch of the inserts thinking I fixed my air bubble problem. So that's gonna kind of suck if I got that issue with all those blanks. I can cut them all and just make them all pin blanks, but man.
Hand steady, but the thoughts go wild. Wood grain bleeding story so beguiled. Medication road, but ain't for the sickness. It's for the cosmos and infinite thickness. Hand steady, but
Look at that squirrel. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we're gonna do this. Grumpy wants some pecans this year, so if anybody wants to gift Grumpy some 177 caliber pellets, it would be appreciated. My slingshot, I ain't gonna be able to get them. I got a pellet pew pew. We clean them up and fill up a crock pot or two. Let's just say I'm not gonna go buy them. But
Grumpy got that dram, now it's a therapy session. Wood grain singing stories, no need for confession. Splinters fly, anxieties kiss the breeze.
the only award I think most creative people gonna get these days is a straight jacket. Straight jacket, there you go. Crazy jacket. Because I think most creative folks is twisted in their own little way. They just use their art creativity as an outlet to control that craziness. What you say? That's my story. I was sticking to it. Only damn award I'm gonna get. Not twisted, maybe broken. There you go. I don't know. That's how I feel anyway. There you go. Alright, too much going on in here. Too much.
Sharp edges softened in the solace we find. Grumpy's workshop where the stories survive. Healing through carving where the spirits revive. They'll settle slow, cloud my thoughts in song. Every carve a whisper, no need to withdraw. Grumpy's hands of wisdom, shaping tales so profound. In the grains of maple, serenity found.
The stuff we don't use on the bottom.
Grumpy got that Dremel, it's a therapy session. Wood grain, slinging stories, no need for confession. Splinters fly, anxieties kiss the breeze. Chronic pain phase, find the ease with ease. Work the wood like magic, break the chains of ache. Smoke my medication, every breath we take. Workshop, a haven, sanctuary bright. Laid back, carpet shining in the mellow night. Dust settles slow, cloud my thoughts in song. Every carve a whisper, no need to withdraw. Grumpy's hands of wisdom, shaping tales so profound. In the grains of maple, serenity found. Chisel and carve away, chronic shadows fade. Creation in the lumber, a sereneness.
Just put my medication out. That sativa, it doesn't give me the same sensations that I get from the indica. So I can sit here and puff on a sativa all morning long like I haven't. It's catching them switches in my head to a degree to where I can focus, but it's not flipping them other switches that the indica stuff flips. And so it feels like I haven't really smoked on anything yet. So I continue to puff on that medication like I ain't got none. And that's when I wasted.
epoxy drip like tears from the moon's face, carving out demons, every line leaves a trace. Lighter cases sparkle like galactic chimes. Roach clips hold dreams from other times.
That one's rapping pretty good. We're gonna take the little cooler now. If I can grab it.
Aliens whisper, yo, this vibe's just right. Hit that light, they beam up your night. Hand steady, but the thoughts go wild.
Come on. Oh, my fingers. Ah, work with me. There we go.
Energy flows where that resin hardens. Spaceships hover over backyard gardens. Subscribe to the madness, channeling stars. Grumpy's world unravels, Jupiter and Mars. Therapy in the edge, every carve's event. Truth in the art, dollars only supplement. Glowing bright, the pieces echo lives unseen. Aliens sipping espresso in a carved canteen. Grumpy's mind
I see y'all talking about coffee. I'm out of coffee. I need to make it refill. I'll do that when I go feed the pups. I'm slowly climbing in my subscribers, y'all. I'd like to hit 500. Figure out, I haven't advertised it or nothing, but I figure I'd do a little giveaway or something once I got over 500 subs. Figure once it hit, say 505 and stayed at 505. Because I'll gain so many subs and then lose so many subs and gain so many subs. It's kind of a back and forth thing. But that 500 subs, that is a what do you call it? Shit, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word I'm trying to think of. But it's a good milestone. There you go. That'll work. Not quite what I'm looking for, but that works. Grumpy's Organic, Costa Rica Dark Roast. There you go. Something strong. I want that caffeine to wake my ancestors up. There you go. Because, that's the thing. I am not caffeine sensitive. I could sit there and chug a damn Red Bull or a Monster and go in there and lay down and take a nap. Like I said, that stuff helps slow my brain just a touch. It's just for my cut. Alright, that I always wrap that too tight, and so when I try to pull that thread, it tries to cut into me. So I normally take a pencil and choke up on that, but I don't see my pencil nowhere. Let's see. Maybe this will grip. Because you gotta pull that little tab back under. There you go. And like that, you don't have no strings or fuzzies sticking out, or no knots. It's a clean little wrap. But that's there. I'll take the CA and seal over that just to protect the threads on them so you don't burn them. Get that. Let's do this guy next. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not coastal enough for floodwaters to have gotten me. The only floodwater that we had was from the roof down, you know, from the rain. once we lost shingles and stuff like that, we took flood damage that way, you know, rainwater coming off our roof. But storm water on the ground, no, we're not in my area. I'm not low enough for it to have been flooded that bad. Now you drive down our roads, and the small bridges and stuff we had in some areas were flooded, you know, but yeah, man, it's slowly growing in the right direction. That's what I said. I don't stress it too bad. You know, if I get monetized, that's awesome. You know, but that's not my goal with my channel. You know, but I'm not gonna tell a story and say I wouldn't like to make some money with my channel. That would be awesome to help pay for everything and whatnot. You know, because the hobbies and whatnot, they're not cheap. But that's not my goal. I use my channel more for a therapeutic kind of feel. I enjoy chatting with y'all on these lives and having this community build. You know, that's what I enjoy. I started my YouTube because I was doom scrolling too dang much. You know, before my divorce, you know, like I said, I was, I guess depressed and whatnot, twisted and broken. We all are, I guess. I can't say we all are. I'm speaking for myself. I am twisted and broken and sat out here and just doom scrolled and had a pity party on a regular and I wasn't being productive no more, by no means, not even in my crafts, you know. So it's like, friend of mine was like, you could start videos, people would watch them. I'm like, nah, and he kept on, and I was like, you know, okay, we'll try it. And like I said, because I was just doom scrolling constantly. You know, I had a pile of clips made, you know, and I would go to the dispensary to pick up my meds from time to time, and I would wear, you know, 15 or so around my neck and get rid of them that way every blue moon. But then whenever I started doing the videos, and it's got me where I'm at now. I make more clips, you know, because like I was saying, I didn't have the need to make them. I was selling them, but I don't sell these things. It's not like I sell 10 clips a day or something, you know, so I could make 20 clips and that'd last me a hot minute. Yeah, so there wasn't no need to make anything no more. But starting the YouTube, you know, it's like, okay, I have to have a project, you know. It held me accountable. It made me need to do something. I needed to complete a project of some sorts, and that's grumpy. I do roach clips and dab spoons all day long. You know, so having a channel, like I said, got me from doom scrolling and all. So, and then I started producing more clips, and then a new dispensary popped up in the area, and they do the support the local vendors. You know, they let me set up every 13th, don't charge no vendor fees or nothing like that, you know, and it encouraged vendors to come and set up. That's what was awesome about it. And I've never done that before, because I felt I didn't have the inventory, and then plus my nerves and my anxiety and stuff, and then being it was a marijuana dispensary saying, hey, come sell your stuff here. It's like, okay, that works out. And then I find out I can sell all my stuff up there, my artwork and everything, which was even better. And that's helped me in itself with some of my anxieties. But YouTube in general has helped a lot with my anxieties. But that's what I'm babbling at. That's what it's for. It's therapeutic for me.
On the lathe, turning roach clips exquisite. Spin killing time, therapy in every digit. Aliens hover, mist thick like a foggy scroll. Eyes red, my meds in control, soul on patrol. Workshop vibes where the healing ignites. Epoxy flows, truth shines in the lights. Chronic fades, peace starts to arise.
Hey, Jack. Good morning, sir.
Subscribe, feel the tribe amplify.
Hey, Miss June. You have a great day. Thank you for coming in. I hope everything starts to balance out and gets better.
Anxiety's a thief, but here it's unarmed. Grumpy's grind got the chaos disarmed. Aliens whisper saying human skills divine. Grumpy replies, crafting keeps my mind aligned. Lathe hum lyrics, beats from the shop. Every turn's a chapter, can't ever stop. Epoxy fumes like a nebula's embrace, building tiny legacies in the smallest space. Each roach clips a trophy, a win on display. Grumpy's got galaxies spinning every day. Workshop vibes where the healing ignites. Epoxy flows, truth shines in the lights. Chronic fades, peace starts to arise. Hit subscribe, feel the tribe amplify.
I just enjoy that people actually tune in and enjoy listening to my babble. You know, that in itself is like, okay, either y'all enjoy listening to me make a fool of myself, or I'm relatable, or something. But either way, it works out. The community's building, and it's a good community. That's what's awesome. All right, Mr. Pink, you have a great day, sir.
Grumpy on the lathe, turning roach clips, exquisite. Spin killing time, therapy in every digit. Aliens hover mystic like a foggy scroll. Eyes read my meds in control, soul on patrol. Workshop vibes where the healing ignites. Epoxy flows, truth shines in the lights. Chronic fades, peace starts to arise. Hit subscribe, feel the tribe amplify. Shavings hit the floor, glitter.
That's too sharp of a knife to be slipping like that. No. That's why I don't trust myself with knives. Grumpy gonna make a new stain from with sticks here in a minute if he ain't careful. And then I choke up on that, of course, to pull that on through. Also,
Grumpy's got galaxies spinning every day. Workshop vibes where the healing ignites. Epoxy flows, truth shines in the lights. Chronic fades, peace starts to arise. Hit subscribe, feel the tribe amplify.
call that leaky leak red. No, I'll take those outside after I seal the thread up. I'll spray them with the polyurethane clear coat. Oh, cool. Robert's a good guy. He has been busy collecting stickers, though. Goodness gracious, he has been busy collecting stickers. I noticed that on his, I saw his board the other day. He went from no stickers to kaboom. That man's got some stickers. I get overwhelmed. I lurk in so many chats because I'll go in the chats and there's just so many people in the room's moving so fast, and you get in there and say hey, and it's like all of a sudden you get slammed with hellos and welcomes, and it's like Grumpy gets freaking mental and overwhelmed and starts to shut down and withdraw. But yeah. Because it's like I want to respond to everybody, and then if I don't respond, I'll feel bad, and then it's like I can't respond fast enough, and chat's done moved, and it's like the brain starts hollering, "Mayday, mayday!" Crash and burn. Oh, y'all. Nice. I got a bunch of new ones. I just ain't thrown them in my playlist. That's like the video I did last the keychain one that I dropped for the Strong Ink. I made like 7 or 8 songs trying to get them songs worked in. They're all similar, but you know, they're not. You know, you played with Suno, you know how it works. But I got a bunch of them worked up. And then you get into my Suno library on Suno itself. Oh my goodness, I need to sit down. It would take me weeks to go through and listen to all them songs and music and thin it out and delete the stuff that I don't really need. Because I've kept so much as I was making it, so it would help build my personas and get my music the way I want it. And I'm afraid if I go through deleting it, then that's going to be like deleting part of my persona, you know. So I'm afraid if I do that, it's not going to keep the same sounds. And then the way the Suno upgrades, I'm still building my music on the 4.5 version because I've jumped up to the newer models. And once I go past the 4.5 version, it does not pick up my persona like it does in the other songs. And it bums me out. I don't know if I need to make more songs with the new persona model, but then I'm afraid if I do, that it's going to retrain it. It's a mess. Because I like that one string in my songs. I love that. And it don't matter if they work it in instrumental, through the rhythm, whatever. I got to have that in my songs. You know, that's grumpy to me.
Just glow. Grumpy laid back, but mind mighty and torn. Therapy and carvings from dusk until morn. Medication rolled, aliens lurking out of sight. Thumbs up, hit subscribe, keep his craft in the light.
Oh, I got folders and files, and I got all of it spread out. I have, like I said, everything's in the Suno library. I've probably, out of all the songs I've made, I might have deleted maybe 40 songs total, you know, and I have made bunches and bunches of songs. Like I said, when I go onto my Suno library, I got thousands of songs in that thing, you know, because every video I do, it's I'll get in Suno and I'll produce 5, 6, 7 songs for each video. And then sometimes I sit there and just play with that one song trying to get it just right, and I'll have 5 or 6 renditions of that song trying to get it right, you know. So yeah, there's tons and tons in my library. And then I have all the stuff that I've actually downloaded for my videos. That's on my computer. That was all on my old computer, but when it went down, I moved it all to a flash drive, or not a flash drive, but a portable hard drive. You know, I'll update it from time to time. So I have so many songs in that computer, so many songs in my flash, in my hard drive external, and then so many songs in my computer now. It's a mess. I just need to go through and delete everything off my computer and then just start pulling it all back out of my Suno library. and go through and delete that to work just what I need. I said it's a mess. Uh-oh. Of course, that's cleaned up. Hold on, y'all. Too many songs, too much to do. That's the song. And then the crazy part about it now is I've had the songs spread out in so many different locations that I have song titles that are the same. You know, I'll have a song title, Grumpy's in the Shop, and I have 12 different versions of Grumpy's in the Shop. And so that's what's making it a handful and a headache on trying to sort all that out as well. That's why most of it will just be forgotten. There's so many songs. That's like the ADHD brain. How many screenshots do you have saved in your phone because you took a screenshot for a note because you're going to go back and look at that, but never go back and look at that? That's about my songs. I make them for the videos and then that's it. They're forgot about unless they make it into my playlist for this stuff here.
Artifacts born from a mind's evergreen. Finger stained red, green smoke in the night. Tools dance in his grip, giving madness flight. Therapy in every grain, every line tight. The cosmos carved small, still shining bright. Lighter cases burning messages unwrapped. Grumpy the artisan, his muse stay tapped. Epoxy oceans ripple, waves roll slow. Mad genius in the craft, watch it all just glow. Grumpy laid back, but mind batty and torn. Therapy and carvings from dusk until morn. Medication road, aliens lurking out.
Oh man.
Hit subscribe, keep his craft in the light.
Weirdo. Did y'all see that? That sucks. Not used to using the thin. I want to see how the thin reacts on my clips. I'm used to doing the medium or the thick.
Grumpy laid back, but mind batty and torn. Therapy and carvings from dusk until morn. Medication road, aliens lurking out of sight. Thumbs up, hit subscribe, keep his craft in the light. Grumpy laid back, but mind batty and torn. Therapy and carvings from dusk until
I like that, man. It's soaking in way better.
Thumbs up, hit subscribe, keep his craft in the light.
I like the way that then soaks into the thread though. It dang sure seals in better.
Roach clips caught stars, pocket universe snug.
That worked out.
Aliens in the wood, yo, pass me that mug. Crazy like a comet, he carves truths unseen. Artifacts born from a mind's evergreen. Finger stained red,
Jeez
green smoke in the
Louise.
night. Tools dance in his grip, giving madness flight. Therapy in every grain, every line tight. The cosmos carved small, still shining bright.
I'll go, is your Gmail in your Reflections account? I'll go into that and email you from there. Coffee. That one there, we're gonna have to go back over that. That hazed up on me. I don't like that. I don't like the milky haze. I hit it with. I've looked into that. They say it's the humidity and then the way the glue dries. when I get that cloudiness to it. Say it, 5 pounds in duct tape. I can't get the top off my super glue. Y'all, my hands, it's not glued on. I can spin that bad boy all day long, no problem. I just can't. My neck's messing with me. I can't keep the grip to pull it off. Talk about frustrating. You can't even open a flipping super glue. He done went to school. He's not, he hadn't been staying here this week. He's been house sitting at my mom's. She went out of town. And so he went over there to stay. But her dog's out and her cats, feed the cats. So he come in this morning to get some clothes. He didn't have enough clothes with him for class. It's my neck. I get a neuropathy crap going on with my hands. My neck starts messing with me and I can't control and feel my grip in my fingers and I don't know how to explain it, the muscles in my hands or whatever. I grab it real tight and I grab, but I don't know how to explain it. I couldn't keep my grip. I was grabbing it, but my hand was just sliding right off of it. And I was squeezing it just as hard as I could, so I thought, but my hand was sliding right off. And I guess I was squeezing so hard to keep my grip that it was pinching down on the plastic, not letting the plastic come off of the edge. So I had to get the screwdriver and pry it up to break it loose. And it wasn't, y'all saw, it wasn't glued on. I was spinning it around and around. I guess, like I said, I couldn't tell how hard I was grabbing it. And I would slide, and then I would grab it too hard to keep from sliding. Yeah. I don't know. Babble, babble.
Grumpy in the workshop, hands steady on the lathe, carving out the roach clips, making moments brave. Epoxy resin shining bright under the light, aliens in the shadows, grinning through the night. Medication smoky, mind floating real high, crafting with the cosmos under alien sky. Dust therapy, healing chronic pains goodbye. Grumpy's channel bright, catch that glowing vibe. Like and subscribe, join the playful ride. Through epoxy magic and celestial guides. Grumpy's got the cure for the pain inside. Crafting with a purpose, let's take this stride. Roach Roach clips gleam, green glow intense. Cosmic connections, craftsman's sixth sense. Aliens assist in the quiet fray. No more pain, just a brighter day. Followers finding solace in the stream. Grumpies glowing, living the dream. No more dark, no more scream. Epoxy lights a crafting beam. Like and subscribe to the vibes alive. Join the journey, let's all thrive. Grumpy's carvings, cosmic and wise. Bright in the night with those sparkling eyes.
All right.
Like and subscribe to
That was a mental battle. It could be worse. If me was throwing that to myself, and I'm doing to. Up, I'm breathing, I'm walking, I'm talking. They say God is good. He's got a crazy sense of humor sometimes. It's got some glue down on the stick. I don't like doing that. But the clear coat that I'm gonna spray on there should cover that and make it blend in, I guess. Be okay. And then the green's not as shiny yet because I hit it with that with the Scotch Brite. But once we spray over it with the clear coat, all that'll pop again. But it's gonna glow good. That's the cool part about it. We got some good colors there. What's that? Anybody want a sticker for my channel? I'll put my email in the description for my live Saturday. Yeah, I would love to have a sticker. I'll trade you. You want one of my stickers? We'd do a sticker trade for sure. Bet we love stickers. That's what I'm looking at. I got to figure out my little bitty box is filled up quick. Yeah, my main view in my box that I don't keep cluttered with crap that's full. My side walls, I could start putting stickers up high around the sides in here, but I think what I'm gonna do is rebuild my box, and when I rebuild my box, I'll cut my back wall out, and then that's gonna go on my main wall somewhere in my shop, so I can extend it and have stickers go everywhere. That's it. Stickers. We love stickers. I got so many stickers from the dispensary and stuff too that I gotta put up. I haven't stuck them on the wall nowhere because it's like my back wall is all the channels and stuff that I watch and go to, and so it's like my dispensary stickers that take up the rest of that space, and then it's like, well, I won't have no space on the sides, and then I'm not keeping the sides, and so I got a stack of stickers that I ain't got up nowhere yet. I gotta get John's sticker up. Let's see. John's sticker and then Jen's sticker. I gotta get your sticker up when it gets here. But it's like, I guess I have to get a spot in my shop. I have my wall, my interior wall, the wall that's against the inside, I guess my living room wall. I had a lot of my carvings hung up on that wall before I started going to the event selling them. And so I got to take and redo all that and move some stuff and open it up, and I think that's going to be a workstation right there, and so that'll be that's a big wall, and I can put some laminate up on there and clean it up and start putting all my stickers on that. These need to get sprayed. Trying to get me a little mini to-do list so I can feel like I got something done today. Those need to be sprayed. These I definitely got to get sanded down. I've dillied with these for a while. I've sanded this one some, but I got to get back over it some more. I want to get all the tool marks out of it. And that takes a while on these crazy pieces. And then I got that walnut piece like that too that I still have to sand down. I haven't even attempted to sand it yet. I still need to tune it down at the end. But I like it being thick like that. Got to get those done. They're just sitting here. Like I said, my box is full of so many little projects that I'm so far through and just stop, you know, and it's like, ugh. I need to do a bunch of lighter cases. I got a handful poured. I need to get them cleaned up and carved on. Oh. Well, that's what we slowed down. We slowed down on our power carving, and that's about 80% of my projects in here, stuff I was carving on and just quit carving. Ooh, I don't want to even think about that. I need my driveway in the front's cracked and split and wanting to settle. I need to pour a sealer over that so it'll quit and then build up the edges with some poison so the ants will quit making their little homes under there. Needs a new driveway, but I'm not sporting that bill.
In the workshop where the sawdust flies, Grumpy's carving dreams under painted skies. Epoxy shines as the roach clips spin. Lathes in motion, let the art begin. Like and subscribe, what more can I say? Stay while the stress carves itself away.
There it was.
Creating magic with each turn we take. Here in the shop where the worries break.
Like my little holder. Oh, Christmas time, fluffy pipe or fuzzy pipe cleaner. Not even fuzzy, it's more like tinsel. But I'll clip the clips on there, and I covered them up. I don't spray them down with the clear coat. I'll cover that part up. And then I'll hang them outside. I got a little pole with a hook on there. And I'll hang these on it and spray them on that. Alright, Radar, you have an awesome day, buddy. Thank you for tuning in and starting your day with my crazy butt.
Epoxy gleaming like starlit streams, carving the chaos into quiet dreams.
Like and subscribe, what more can
This
I
is
say?
ready to spray.
Stay while the stress carves itself away. Creating magic with each turn we take. Here in the shop where the worries
And I got the hand tune knees. I'll cut that off and do a bunch of hand sanding. And then I'll tie and probably leave these plain and then spray them. When I spray them, they'll darken up a little bit.
epoxy gleaming like stars.
I don't think I'll put no stain on there. If I do put a stain on those, I have a driftwood stain that's a gray. And if anything, I'll get some of that, get it on my paper towel, and get just a little bit, and then let it soak in and kind of dry brush it on there, basically like I did this last one. Let the stain almost be dried up on the rag so there's not much wetness. And try to rub some color on that way. See what it does. Yeah, I got some glue on my finger, yo, and I can't grab it. I can feel it, but I can't. Yeah. All right, old path, I'm fixing to shut down. It's almost 9 o'clock, sir. You going live this morning? No, my shop's tore up. We gotta, excuse me, doing those lung exercises again, yo. Breathe in deep, take your breath away, and exhale. You gotta go sit in your chair. Just sit there and look at the destruction. Document the destruction. There you go. All this mess and destruction, y'all, and it's gonna turn into something big and beautiful. You have a good day. A good day too, Miss Francis. Yeah, Monday's gonna be a mess. I got to stay busy. Need to try to figure out that extender clip. Do the second one and do it the exact same way to see if if it was just a day or what. I don't know. That should have worked out. That must got to catch up on a few videos. Carpenter's about to show up and finish and framing, then say nice. There you So that's what I need to do. I need to get caught up on some videos. Miss Francis done dropped 2 videos on me. I gotta go catch up on that. Jordy's dropped a couple of videos. I've fallen behind on his videos. I'm just falling behind on everything. It's to the point it's piling up. Just got to do the reset. Just skip on and just start over tomorrow. Hey, John. Good morning, sir. Yeah, I didn't do too much today, but just babble and filled in some epoxy on one of those clips and then stained 2 of them, tied 2. Right. Just do you like a walk around this evening, like an update video or something. Thought about doing a little live shooting the slingshot, but I got to get some more ammo for that. The big slugs or pellets. I've lost all my steel. I got some BBs. I've been shooting BBs with it, but I'm not as accurate with the BBs. But it is fun shooting. But all right, y'all, I guess I'm gonna shut off for today. I'm gonna go through and straighten up the box a little bit, lay out some kits, get me a to-do list. I got to film a couple of videos and give me some stuff to edit on. But yep, that's what we're gonna do. I gotta plan out a better live for tomorrow. Tomorrow is probably gonna be pyrography though, y'all. I gotta work on some of my boards. And so I'll be doing those, and I'll probably just babble and paint and burn and do those in the mornings. But thank you everybody for tuning in and hanging out with my craziness. I do greatly appreciate it. And Butter Tart, I'll get in there on your email and send you an email. But yep, everybody have an awesome day. Stay awesome, stay laid back, and thank you so much for all the support. But hey, remember, it's my job to be grumpy. God bless everybody.
Declared